1992 has been a down year for royalty, except in the case of Sir Charles Barkley. An off-season trade to Phoenix sent Barkley's spirits soaring and rejuvenated his lust for the game. At breakneck speed, Charles and the Suns have raced off to the league's best mark. Danny Ainge has fanned the flames lit by Barkley as Phoenix burns with new intensity. Charles has been virtually unstoppable since arriving in the Valley of the Sun. Barkley's ability has never been doubted. The only question now is, can he lead the Suns to their first championship? From the brand new America West Arena in Arizona, it's the Golden State Warriors versus the Phoenix Suns. Starting for the Warriors are Tyrone Hill, Olympian Chris Mullin, and Victor Alexander up front, with Tim Hardaway and Latrell Sprewell in the backcourt. Barkley is joined by Cedric Ceballos and Mark West in the front court, with Nigel Knight and Thunder Dan Marley at the guards. As the game gets started, Hardaway lobs ahead to the rookie Sprewell. And the Warriors seize a 2-0 lead before Coach Nelson can get seated. Marley holds the ball on top. Then darts a pass to Barkley, who converts in the lane for his second basket. Hardaway sizes up Knight for the killer crossover and beats him on the left, but blows the layup. He sneaks back into the lane and then casually makes a no-look pass to Mullin, who buries the three-pointer. The Warriors lead 9-4. Mullin receives the cross-court pass and knocks down another long jumper while the injured Kevin Johnson looks on helplessly. Barkley steps into a passing lane and comes up with a steal. He gallops the length of the floor for the slam. He scored all 13 of Phoenix's points, but they still trail by 4. When Tom Chambers' spin move fails, Barkley's there for the follow, and in doing so sets a team record by scoring 15 consecutive points. Mullin casually strolls out beyond the arc and delivers another three-pointer to the dismay of Phoenix coach Paul Westphal. Frank Johnson slashes into the lane, cutting the Golden State lead to 5. Hardaway's jumper is off the mark. Sprewell makes a valiant effort to save the loose ball, and it's recovered by Judd Buechler, who finds Mullin all alone for a drop in the bucket. Despite Barkley's brilliance, the Suns trail by 6 at the end of 1. As the second quarter begins, Phoenix turns the defense up a notch, and it results in this Barkley swoop to the hoop. Danny Ainge knifes into the paint and gets this finger roll to fall. Ainge heats up in a hurry and gets his third consecutive shot to go down, and this one's good for 3. The Suns continue to play tough D. Dan Marley rips down this carom to start the break. He then seeks out the man with a hot hand. Ainge connects for another three-pointer. His 12 points off the bench ties the game at 43. Barkley grabs a loose ball in the lane and outlets ahead to Ainge. Danny then whips the rock cross court to Marley, who powers home 2 more. When Mullin misses the floater in close, the Phoenix juggernaut is in motion once more. Marley is at the finishing end of the break. A 21-5 outburst has gotten the Suns a 6-point advantage. Golden State looks to curtail the assault and does so when Mullin launches this long-range bomb. Coach Westphal can only shake his head. As half winds down, Phoenix responds with a three-pointer by Dan Marley at the buzzer, and it lifts the Suns to a 57-51 lead at the break. This game's been a tale of 2 quarters as each team struggled from the field at times. The Warriors have already missed as many free throws as the Suns have made. The 2 Olympians have been spectacular. Each has registered 21 points with blistering shooting. Mullin has drained 3 threes, and Barkley has gobbled up 9 rebounds. Let's join Gary Bender and UB Brown for the call of the game.
Game of spurts thus far. Chambers will be fouled by Gatling. It was a first quarter move by Golden State. The Suns played well in the second quarter, and now it's reversed back to Golden State.
That's all right. That was a good foul that time by Gatling. Good foul. Look at that shooting percentage right now. See, the Suns, they're struggling because everything's perimeter and a forced jump shot. Everything is coming easier for the Warriors because they're in transition. Or you get a little kick back and you're wide open up to 15, 17 foot for a jump shot.
And Chris Mullin has been deadly.
See, smart foul by Gatling because he was not going to allow Chambers for a dunk. Here's a guy who would like to get back in the ball game, Barkley, because he's putting together a monster night in regards to stats.
Gatling with his second foul of the game as Chambers gets both of them back to a 2-point lead for Phoenix.
Here comes your pick and roll again.
Trying to rub Johnson off. And a nice steal by Danny Ainge away from Sprewell. Marley hits the deck further up the floor. Johnson a little out of control. Dumas is able to come over it. And then it was touched last by Golden State.
Now the next foul by either team will force a one-on-one situation. All right, the penalty.
Marley out to Ainge. Dumas spin move blocked by Gatling, but he commits a foul. That will be his third. Okay, Gatling's playing hard, though.
Yes,
he is a second-year man from Old Dominion. They call him the Energizer because sometimes he'll come off the bench and really pick up the energy level of the team, and he's done that tonight. Done it very well.
He's done it tonight, but he has not been doing it like they anticipated. Now, last year in the playoffs, he was dynamite. Got over 12 points a game, came in really inspirational. But this year, for some reason or other, he's only playing 13 minutes a ball game, and they are not happy because his play has been sporadic. They expected him to grow.
Dumas able to cash both of those in. A 4-point lead, 84-80. Dumas getting a lot of playing time in this game. He has 8 points thus far. Barkley has not scored in the second half of play. After the tremendous start, we scored the first 15. Gatling missing, and we're going to have a hell ball between Chambers and Buechler.
See, they knew from that position that they would trap Hardaway. That was a beautiful pass and a very tough catch by Gatling. We're going to show this to you now. Now, this is a tough catch. Now, watch what happened. See that? That was a tough catch because Ainge definitely got his hand on that ball that time.
So Chambers will go up against Buechler, and Buechler keeps it alive, but Johnson comes up with it. Ainge will pull up with a three. Wow. That one did not hit much of anything. Yeah. And it's going to be whose basketball?
Terry Durham had that one right from the baseline. He called it all away and said that it was off Phoenix. Now Hollins, who was in front of the ball, overruled the baseline referee.
So it's a turnover.
Now that ball almost shattered the backboard, okay? Now you can see that ball was definitely off of Buechler right there. Good call. Hugh Hollins made the proper call.
So the Suns have it as we have 22 seconds left in the quarter. About a second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 4-point lead for the Suns.
Don Nelson out challenging Hugh Hollins now about this call.
Ainge, Dumas can't hold on.
Oh, you have time here.
Yes,
now.
they do. Buechler with a second puts it away, and it's a 2-point game.
Excellent defensive play, and then the transition.
And Buechler with 12 points, a very strong third quarter for Golden State. A 2-point game. So the Suns, who led by 6 at the halfway point, have had that cut into the lead. A 2-point advantage as we go into the final quarter here at the America West Arena. Here's Tim Hardaway behind the back. Oh, he spins and scores.
I'ma get mine, so get yours. I wanna see sweat coming out your pores. Come on, come on.
Monster slam.
Feel it, feel it.
Drexler.
Feel the vibration.
Nice pass. You gotta love it. A little magic.
you ever thought about wearing shoes?
Golden State, after shooting 72% in the third quarter, has climbed within 2 in this ball game. Buechler has played very well. Follow tip, give that one to Gatling over the back. Gatling able to score his 5th and 6 points. It's all even at 84. A game of surges. The teams have had good moments. Chambers, Danny Ainge just committed a foul. It will be his 2nd. And this has been a game of surges, hasn't it, Hubie?
Well, just look at the Warriors. They had that disastrous second quarter, but 31 and 31 balanced out, and they came in and they shot 72% in that quarter, number 3. And it's nice to see them in the open floor because naturally that's when they're at their best.
Well, and the Suns, meanwhile, were shooting only 33%.
And if they could stop getting fouled and going to the foul line, they'd be all right. All right.
Well, one of the interesting stories to me as you look at this shooting percentage, 16 of 27 from the free-throw line, now 16 of 28, is that Barkley hasn't scored in the second half. He was 0 for 4 after hitting 8 of 16 in the first half. He's in the game right now. You figure they got to get him back involved in this offense. Chambers inside. There's Barkley. This might get him started, but it's stripped, followed by Chambers. Barkley again. He'll try to put it up. The basket will count, and he's fouled.
Look, Charles on the verge of a quiet team, okay? Because he's getting tired of getting killed. But that was a terrific pass by Chambers to Charles right here. See, he felt he got stripped right across the arm. Now just watch that. He's going to go straight. He gets stripped there, but then he gets grabbed and a miraculous shot.
That gives him 11 rebounds for the game after that flurry of activity. Misses the chance for a three-point play. 88-84. The foul went on Gatling. Hardaway from outside. He's been struggling from outside shooting. Look at Buechler. Try to go after that offensive board. Gatling traveled to the ball.
Oh. Wow. Tough,
you don't agree?
Tough play. Tough play. Gatling tried to put it down. All right, he kind of felt that he was grabbed. Pull the ball away. But then again, you have to look at what color shirt you have on tonight. You have a dark shirt, you know you're on the road, and you're not getting that one.
Then it goes to Barkley. Now, he may get started now. He was so quiet, uncharacteristically so in the third quarter. Now has 25 points.
Well, I see Nelson, it was on Gatling that time. He wants them to front Barkley. Keep fronting him and force them to throw the lob pass.
Golden State, the last team to beat the Suns. That was back on November 28th in the Oakland Coliseum. Sprewell, who really has not had the kind of night he'd like, has 7 points.
Yeah, well, he struggled early in that first half. He had an awful lot of good shots, but he was 1 for 7. He doesn't force shots, but he just has not been having a great night. But then again, maybe the knee is bothering him.
That's right. He re-injured that knee Sunday against Portland. Ainge with a 3 from the corner. Rebound by Buechler. Buechler doing an outstanding job. As you mentioned, Jeff Greer not available, so Buechler getting a lot more time as Hardaway is fouled.
When Hardaway takes that tough of a shot, you'd rather have your guy not foul.
Yep.
Because he really did not have a good look at the basket. He's going to his left. He's in the air. All right, that would have been a forced shot.
Yep. You're bailing him out there. Ainge with his second foul.
Hardaway right now, 10th in scoring, 2nd in assists in the league.
2-point lead now for the Suns. Barkley turnaround.
Beautiful. Nice fadeaway move.
27 points for Sir Charles over his seasonal average and a three. Oh, is Mullen unbelievable.
That's his 7th three of the game. That is the most threes made against the Phoenix Ball Club in the history of the three-point line.
You know, the Suns had 6 threes in a game earlier this year against the Bullets. Marley from outside. In fact, they lead the NBA coming in here with 99 threes, as that one not going for Marley, and a 1-point game now with 8:52 left.
Well, the one thing that you do not want to do is try to match them right now, especially trying to match Mullins, because he's on fire. Now here comes that high pick and roll again. See, Ainge is going for the double. His man is wide open. There he is.
Bushler from outside. He's making a pay for it.
See, they can do it all night, Gary.
Yep.
That has been there since the first quarter. Now, why they didn't run it to death in that second quarter when they were struggling beats me, because the opposite guy is always open.
Golden State with a 1-point lead, trying to end this 9-game winning streak of the Phoenix Suns.
Now watch Barkley. See, he catches Gatling on the inside. Now that's depth right there. And that's when Don Nelson got all over Gatling to front Barkley. Now here you're going to see the double team. And then the look away just forced Hardaway to leave and opened up the shot.
Ainge missing. He's missed his last 2 from outside. And 3 seconds in the lane.
Oh, my. Oh, my. You know what? Paul Westphal is saying, you called 3 seconds that fast. It only got to 21 on the clock after you called.
Oh, that was a long rebound.
See, he's challenging that. That's pretty good. See, and he's absolutely right.
I don't know how they possibly could have been in the paint that long.
Yeah, that was a quick call. Now this is a clear out.
Bushler trying to take Barkley inside. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Shoots it over Charles. Rebound. Excellent job by Gatling. And then he steals it. Ainge with a heads-up defensive play.
By the way, that's Barkley's 3rd block of the game.
Sabalas backing in a mismatch with Hardaway. Traveled with the ball.
Sure did. Dragged the pivot foot.
Hardaway yelling at the official to get the call.
And you know what was interesting about that? The fact that he dribbled to the foul line. What he should have done was just take the ball to the other side of the floor and take Hardaway.
The Warriors by 1. 7:40 left to go. Mullen working around the screen. And we're going to have Gatling over the back.
That's okay, because Gatling is really hustling. He's trying to get every offensive rebound. He's active. He's alive. And you never get on Euro players when they get in over the back, because they're in there trying.
That's his 4th foul. 52-year-old Don Nelson, 3 times a Coach of the Year, unprecedented in the NBA. And it goes to West. Bushler just absolutely wrestles him.
That's okay. You take it on the side.
Yep. The shot obviously not counting, as they will take it to the far side.
That's the Warriors' 3rd foul. You see, Bushler, he gets caught behind. See, this is until he knows he's going to get dunked on.
And there's another one. Almost an instant replay of the earlier one, as Bushler really with a mismatch. Bushler goes about 6'6". West is 6'10". That will be on Bushler. His 4th foul.
He's got the front. He can't get. You see, he keeps getting caught behind.
And there's a rejection by Gatling, but goaltending is called.
Oh, come on. Oh, if I'm Don Nelson, I would probably have 3 T's by now on this call. All right, the ball has got to get above the rim.
West
All right, look at this. That ball was on the way up. That was a great block by Gatling.
You never got any technicals. And it goes to Gatling. That was the first 2 points of the game for West, and Gatling hustling gets a basket and he's fouled.
I tell you, he's playing a great ball game. The fact that he's from my hometown, Elizabeth, New Jersey, has me a little bit cheering for him,
Well, Old Dominion likes him too.
Yeah, well, that's okay. He moves south.
Foul going on Marley.
You know, he had an excellent college career. The guy was, the young man was College Player of the Year in that conference down there.
Sun Belt.
Two times.
Foul was on.
But you know, he kind of gets overpowered, Gary, because of the lack of strength, night in and night out, over 82 games. He just cannot do it for you, especially 4 games in 5 nights against the centers in this league.
Bushler checks out. What an outstanding job he has done. Paul Pressey replacing. By the way, the foul, I started to say, was on Marley. His second, 6:49 left. They got it in low. Pressey trying to stay with Barkley, and he's fouled as he spins across. Boy, they just have a complete mismatch there.
See, if you front Charles Barkley, the guy playing the passer must jam the passer. What's happening is they try to front Barkley. The guy playing the passer steps away from the passer, and the passer makes the lob pass or the entry anytime that he feels like.
Easily, yep. Barkley now with 28 points on the night. He started out sensationally, scoring the first 15 points of the game for the Phoenix Suns. So it's even at 96.
I just don't, I have no idea why they've gone away from that high pick and roll. They're going to screen for Mullen down inside.
And it goes to Gatling. West is there. He changed his shot. Did you see Sabalas get up on that?
He sure did.
Marley to Barkley, and Barkley is fouled by Pressey.
That's okay. That was a strong move by Pressey. He challenged. He tried to get the shot blocked. Unfortunately, he got in Charles's way.
You know, Charles has that thigh bruise that's been affecting him. He got up very slowly.
There's a great shot block right there. An excellent move on Gatling by West. Now just watch it at this end. Barkley is coming at you strong. See, you know, Pressey played that. He went in there and took the foul. Why? Because you know Charles is not a good foul shooter. Don't give him the dunk or a possible three-point play. Foul him strong, make him make the 2 foul shots.
So far, that strategy certainly has paid off. He misses the first. He has 29, misses the second. Tyrone Hill, who just checked in, has the rebound. Barkley really upsetting himself for missing both of those free throws. The foul is going to go on West. That will be his 4th.
Oh, good call, because West went over the back. Right now, we have the penalty at both ends of the floor.
Hardaway with Ainge staring him down. 10 seconds inside, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hardaway will put it up. Dead center.
Now you look at this group out on the floor. Hill is your biggest guy that must match up with Barkley. They are getting by with Pressey playing on West.
Well, they got a good effort from Gatling, and now Hill trying to give him help. And right now, the Suns having a tough time getting to their offense. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Ainge with 3. Takes a 2-pointer. Won't go. Sabalas follows, and he's fouled from behind.
See, this is such a small unit for Golden State. Everyone must get back below the foul line to try to rebound, because the Suns are more athletic, and they are bigger and stronger on the glass right now.
You know, we're talking about how upset Charles was when he missed both those free throws. Watch this. Watch him now. He missed both. That's a field goal attempt, I think, isn't it? You try to kick your mouth.
One of the
like
teams
that?
at the Gator Bowl might be able to use Charles.
Sabalas gets the roll. He has 13. Bushler, who's played a really strong game for this Golden State team, will come in and replace Freewell as he has gotten his breather. We go down the stretch now with 5:25 left in the game. Sabalas can tie with his free throw.
It's an interesting phenomenon about this league. When you think that you're depleted with injuries, the virus, flu bug, what have you, you think you're going to have a bad game, your team always rises to the occasion.
And you're playing the hottest team in the NBA.
There you go.
It just doesn't figure, does
And it's
it?
a Donnybrook.
98 all. Pressey kicks it back out to Hardaway.
Plenty of time, 9 seconds. See, they're not going to trap because it was Mullen.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Hardaway, baseline to Hill. 2 seconds. He gets it underway. And the rebound on the weak side by Pressey. They'll reload it.
Great hustle by Golden State. Somebody's wide open.
Pressey driving, leans into West. Hill tries to save it off of him.
Yes.
And they're not going to count the basket. They
Great
say they were over the end line.
Terrific presence of mind to throw that ball back in. Okay, now.
Timeout called now by Golden State.
What they're saying is the ball was off, but the guy was out of bounds.
98 all, and the two members of the Dream Team playing outstanding basketball tonight. As you look at their numbers, 29 and 34. Mullen, 7 of 8 from three-point land. But I tell you, Buechler and Gatling have played so well. As you look now at Oliver Miller, their first-round draft pick from Arkansas, he has a stress reaction to a stress fracture that he went through last year at Arkansas in Arsenio Hall, calling and talking to Kevin Johnson, who they hope to have back on Saturday when they play the Seattle Sonics here in the America West Arena. They jump out on Hardaway. He goes inside to Pressey. Buechler with a follow, and Buechler now with 16 points in the game.
Well, you're excited about Buechler. He looks like he's one of your favorites, right? And you're right, because he's all tonight. Right now, Phoenix, they are not playing Paul Pressey, and Paul Pressey must become an offensive threat.
The Warriors by 2. Out to Ainge, back to Barkley. Barkley with 29 points a game, steps back, hits.
Smart basketball. Ainge and Barkley on the same side of the floor. When that pass went in, Ainge left. You cannot double-team Barkley in that case, or you're going to give up a layup to Danny Ainge. 31 points for the NBA All-Star, and West committing the foul, trying to block the attempt by Hill. That's 5 fouls now on Mark West. See, once again, they run a pick-and-roll situation, and they get a foul. Every time they run that pick-and-roll, they either get fouled or they get a good wide-open shot. Now, at the other end, now just why, see how Ainge went through? They had to go through that time, opening up Barkley for a 1-and-1. But we said he can throw that fadeaway all night long on any player that is guarding him here this evening.
Tyrone Hill has scored 2 points in the ball game and misses a free throw. Coming in here shooting 64%. He's 0 for 2 from the line tonight.
We said his main job is to play defense and rebound. And he's doing an excellent job. He's 16th in the league with over 9 rebounds a game.
He gets the second one. A 1-point lead now for the Warriors inside 4 minutes to go.
Both teams are shooting defensively. Phoenix going to the 2-man game again.
Barkley backing in on Hill. They'll reload it to Charles. He looks up at the shot clock with 8 seconds. Wheels inside, and the money man is coming through right now. He's got a chance for a 3-point play.
He's so strong. Now, he was hit hard that time, and it did not even disrupt the release at all. Just a beautiful soft touch. Now, just watch this. You're going to see now he gets banged pretty good, and the soft touch. That's the thing that you appreciate so much about Charles. His release, his backspin is just beautiful. How it catches the rim and will sit there. He has such a beautiful touch inside. Plus, if you double team him, he'll deliver the key pass.
Well, after a scoreless third quarter, he has come back here. 5 big points. Well, it would have been 5. He's had 4 down the stretch here.
And he's missed 3 foul shots down the stretch.
1-point lead for the Suns. 3.5. Buechler slices inside, and he and Hill were not together. Hill thought he was held, I think, on that play. Couldn't get to the ball.
Yeah, but, you got to play bigger than that. When no one's playing you and you're cutting through, you can't let a guy grab you. You've got to become open.
They're going back in to Barkley. He's the guy they're going to now to take him down the stretch, and he's equal to it. This time it's short. It'll be off of Golden State. Look at Barkley's enthusiasm.
Well, he's all upset with himself that he left that one short, you see. But you see, he changed it to his left hand, got off a real nice move. But you see, he's left that one short a couple of times this evening.
And so the Suns ask for a timeout with 3:07 left to go in the game. Phoenix by 1.
Up to Gary Payton. Lead pass to Kemp. What a lob! He'll play it down. Whoa!
Showtime! I love this game.
3 seconds.
I love this game.
It is Drexler. Has Kersey.
We allowed.
DC.
I love this game.
Double pump pounding down jam.
Here he is in the breakaway. Look out. Golden State has 3 full timeouts and a 20-second left. Phoenix with 2 and a 20. As we go to the last 3:06 of this game. Now, Don Nelson over discussing something with the officials as we're ready to roll, and it comes into Marlin.
Golden State switched on that double screen, and they have Hardaway down inside on Barkley.
And they get it over Hardaway, and Barkley overshoots it. Bodies hitting the floor. Hill hit hard. Barkley hit hard. And they're going to give the ball, I think, to Golden State. No foul, no harm, no damage. They're going to inbound the Warriors.
Now, Bushler was all over the passer on this play, and he forced a bad pass right there. See, once again, you front the post guy, you must disrupt the passer.
Bushler, by the way, with a career-high 16 points tonight. He had tied his career-high 12 Sunday. Intended for Bushler, and West breaks it up. Heads up play by Mark
Paul
West.
Pressey has made some poor passes. He has got to deliver. You've got to lead by example and make some tough passes.
Danny Ainge a little hesitant on that one. Outlet to Mullen. Ainge is there. Chris Mullen is able to track it down. 2:15 left in the game.
Big thing is to get under control here. There's your double team. Someone's wide open.
Hardaway from outside, a 3. Oh, is that a huge shot?
It's a huge shot. It's taken by a guy coming into this game who averages 4 attempts a game. He's already shot over 100 threes this year.
19 points for Hardaway. 2-point lead for the Warriors. Barkley backing in. Out to Marley. A 3 by Dam. No good. Barkley tries to save it and does. Excellent job.
Great pass.
Out to Ainge. He'll try a 3. They will not go for the Suns.
Nothing
Pressey on the
fancy.
move.
Nothing fancy right now. That's a smart. Very smart. Set up. Run your clock. You have a 2-point lead right now, and you're shooting the penalty.
Pressey out to Mullen. A 3. And it's stuck momentarily. They will rule the ball a held ball, or they're going to give it to... Wait a minute. Timeout was called, I guess, by Golden State.
No, it's a jump ball. See, the ball stuck in the rim, but it didn't stay there. It just stuck momentarily, and then it fell off. Paul Westphal wants a timeout. You're going to see it. See, once that ball sticks right there on the shot, you have a jump ball, and you're going to see it. It sticks right there, but then it drops. But the whistle had already blown. You see?
So they'll be jumping it up.
It'll be a jump ball.
They'll jump it up with 1:21 left in the game. Hardaway with that huge 3-point shot moments ago.
Now, we said that he's already taken over 100 threes this year. He's 1 for 3 tonight, and his numbers are right there. But how about this? When you think of all the guys who have played this game, he's second to Oscar Robertson, 5,000 points and 2,500 assists. The second fastest, only behind the Great O. And when you think about it, look at the guys below him.
Yeah. By the way, they will jump it up at center circle after the play at the other end. And so now Barkley will go up against Tyrone Hill with 1:21 left in the game. Hugh Hollins will put it up.
Well, you need a good toss right now. Everyone's jockeying around here. Great move.
Tyrone Hill
How about
easily.
that?
Yeah.
Easily, yeah, it's surprising. But then again, the toss wasn't exactly straight up.
I wasn't going to say anything. Pressing to Hill, partially blocked, and Hill tracks it down. A steal by Sabalas.
Oh, boy.
Sabalas to Ainge, and he's fouled by Hardaway.
Yeah, he had to do that. Good foul that time by Hardaway. See what happened? You had a beautiful play that time. The bounce pass was made to Hill. He attacked the basket, but he sent it down. See, when you take a look at this now, see what you want your guy to do. And there's the steal right there. See, I thought we were taking the replay back further than that. This is an excellent foul right here by Hardaway. Do not allow him to get the ball up above his shoulders, because then the ball can possibly go and make a three-point play.
Hardaway at his fourth foul. This is the first free throw of the night now for Danny Ainge.
Except for one thing. He is a great, great foul shooter. Ainge is a 87% foul shooter. Just watch this. See, he tries to send it home with one hand. A two-hand dunk is how you get that one done. And this is just good basketball. Force Ainge to make the shots. Do not give him a layup.
Ainge for the tie, and it's even at 104.
Like we said, Ainge is one of the premier foul shooters in the league.
14 points for Danny Ainge. Broken up by Sabalas again.
Plenty of time. 11 seconds on the shot clock.
7 seconds. You see what's left on the game clock. Into Bushler. Bushler is hammered inside.
How about the touch pass from Chris Mullin? What a gorgeous pass, but more important, the presence to see him. Now catch the angle of Mullin right here. Look at his pass. Now that's hard to do, because you would think that Mullin would look for the shot in that situation, right? And he finds a guy down inside who's open.
Bushler is now 4 of 8 from the line. That's the only part of his game that has not been outstanding. The foul was on West, his 5th. They are now 20 of 34 from the line. He missed them both. And timeout Phoenix.
You still are going to have a possession, because you have 39 seconds. They must shoot within 24. And as we know, NBA games are never over. They usually last for another half hour. Okay.
We have 39.6 seconds left in this one. Tied at 104.
Now remember, both teams have timeouts left. The big thing right now is two-man basketball. You got to try to keep them out of it. Right now, Golden State trapping anything off the dribble. This is good. Do not allow them to get to the side of the floor with Barkley.
9 seconds on the shot clock. Sabalas backing in with 6. Lead in. Well, go Barkley with the follow. 18 points, 4 seconds left, and Golden State calls for a timeout.
Terrific moves by Sabalas. When he gets double teamed, it might have looked like a forced shot, but once again, Barkley coming from the opposite side of the floor for that rebound putback. Reminds you a little bit how he started out this ball game with 4 offensive rebounds in the first quarter. Now we're going to give you this. Now keep an eye on Barkley at the top of the screen. Now watch, there's the double team right there. See, he's moving down inside. Once his man leaves him, that's depth, because now there is no size to fight Charles in this situation. Now, you're only down 2 points. We're going to give you another look at it. See, watch his man leave him right there. See, that left no one underneath to contest Barkley.
I think what's interesting is Sabalas, how effective he's been down the stretch, trying to make the shots. Had the big steal, the big rebound a while ago.
Yeah, well, here's Barkley right now. Great move. Now, you're down 2 points. You're Golden State. You're sitting in pretty good situation. Big numbers by Charles, as we can see. And you know, 3 blocks are very, very big. But right now, you're Golden State. You have plenty of time. You have 18 seconds. All you need is 2. You know that you're going to get a good shot at the basket. You're hoping for a good shot. You know that Mullin is on fire for a 3. If you're down in the other end of the floor, you know, as you're looking at this right now, the Warriors have 2 full timeouts and a 20. So from the side, Don Nelson tells them, look, don't force a pass. You got a 20-second, use it, plus we got 2 other timeouts. We're in great shape. At the other end of the floor, you're saying, be careful. No bad foul. Don't foul a guy who's taking a bad shot. The other factor is is stay with Chris Mullins. Do not give him an open three.
So the stage is set, and here we go.
Good pressure. Nelson is taking the ball out down the end of the floor. Why? Because that opens up 94 feet for you. You like Phoenix's pressure. They're going to come down, and they're going to force time off the clock. Here's your pick and roll. No double team, see, because it's not Hardaway.
Hardaway goes by Johnson, misses the layup. Marley comes out of there, and they're going to call traveling on the play. Wow. Traveling on the Suns.
Okay, that's a tough call. And there's 3.8 seconds to go here right now. Nelson is going to take a timeout by Golden State. See, what Phoenix is complaining about right now, they're saying that there was no possession, plus the Golden State player knocked the ball loose. So they were looking for a loose ball.
One timeout, a full timeout, and a 20-second timeout remaining for Golden State. One full timeout left for the Suns.
Yeah, well, Golden State's in good shape right now. The main thing is that when they get the ball inbound, you can put the ball down on the floor because you have almost 4 seconds. You know that Hardaway will be double teamed. The big thing is can you find the 3 people in this short period of time? They are not playing the guy out of bounds. And remember, right back to him, and he's open.
Shot on the way, missing by Sprewell. Barkley tracks it down, and the Suns continue as they have now won their 10th in a row. It was not easy. 106 to 104. Charles Barkley down the stretch, doing such a great job, and some fan got a souvenir.
And now, the NBA postgame show. Phoenix is rolling out west with a league's best 20-4 mark. Seattle trails by 3.5 games. The Warriors have reached the 500 mark. Portland was without injured superstar Clyde Drexler against Philadelphia. This snap by Cliff Robinson ignites a Blazer break and gets Portland a 5-point lead in the first quarter. Johnny Dawkins spots Ron Anderson in the corner and bottoms out a 3. Cliff Robinson scored 20 of his game-high 31 in the first half. Anderson delivers a 3 here to tie the game at 108 and force an overtime. Kevin Duckworth's jumper gives the Blazers a 116-114 lead, and they never look back. Portland by 6 in OT. Houston is still stalking Utah in the Midwest Division. The Spurs have won 4 straight under new coach John Lucas. Denver's lost 11 in a row. This would be the last time things were looking up for Boston's coach Chris Ford in his visit to Utah. John Stockton prances across the baseline and then gets a return feed for the 3. Utah leads by 8. Stockton then picks Reggie Lewis's pocket and sends David Benoit to the rack for an emphatic deuce. Another Stockton fever and another Jazz fast break. Larry Krystkowiak finishes the break and a cameraman. Utah wins by 16, 108 to 92. In the Central Division, Chicago is still on top, followed by the surprising Hornets. The rest of the pack is bunched within 3 games of each other. Milwaukee's coach Mike Dunleavy was looking to snap an 11-game slide with New York in town. Rookie Todd Day makes a big league swat and then sprints up the sideline. He stutter steps around Charles Oakley. The Bucks lead by 2. The Knicks swing the ball across the perimeter, setting up Roe Blackman for a jumper. New York takes an 89-85 edge. Another rookie, Lee Mayberry, sinks a clutch 3-pointer. This game heads for OT, tied at 98. Patrick Ewing's off-balance shot won't fall, thus giving the Bucks a hard-fought victory by 4. Final score, Milwaukee 102, New York 100. The Knicks are still setting the pace in the Atlantic Division. Both the Nets and the Magic sit just 2.5 games behind New York. Boston is slumping. Orlando coach Matt Kukas can count 2 teams from Florida squaring off in Miami. Shaquille O'Neal backs in on John Sally and follows his own miss with a powerful one-hand flush. Sally exacts a measure of revenge with a right hook over the youngster O'Neal. Bimbo Cole's interception gives him a clear path for the slam. Miami leads by 15. The Heat melt a late magic charge. Glenn Rice's two-hander seals the victory for Miami in the Battle of the Sunshine State, 106-100.
The big fella is feeling jolly, and so is everyone else. 'Tis the season to eat, drink, and exchange holiday greetings, but you can overdo it this time of year, and you might end up with that old sinking feeling. So why not pick yourself up with a few stocking stuffers and be kind to everyone you run into? Charles Smith had something for Doc Rivers, but Doc couldn't be there to accept it. Brad Daugherty gave a gift to Danny Manning, who was more than happy to accept it. And if you're shopping for John Starks, how about a new chair? Shaq loves dancing at Christmas parties. He also enjoys those block parties. And he's the type of guy who is always getting down. These kids were left home alone and must have dipped into the eggnog. And talking about shaking like a bowl full of jelly. But I don't want to seem like a Scrooge, so let's give this thing some balance. Kenny Anderson gift-wrapped this dish for Drazen Petrovic. This time of year, watch out for pickpockets who will steal your blind and then take off. Many people are flying for the holidays, and Eric Murdoch left a little something behind for one of his teammates. Now, if you're making plans for the New Year's, first find yourself a good spot. If you're going to tie one on, at least do it right. As the seconds count down, you can watch the ball drop. Chuck Persons, one guy who always loves to celebrate, as long as he has some friends around to bump chest with. Now, Chris Mullin didn't quite make it in time, but Chris Jackson rang in the new year in style.
Jackson for the game! Yeah!
In Chicago, Isaiah Thomas was feeling full of holiday cheer. That was until Michael Jordan dumped some coal in his stocking.
Yeah! Yes, yes, yes!